Hello Infernoble friends. So in this video, this is like a really special video because it's gonna be probably the first mirror match in the channel. So yeah, if you like Infernoble, this is the type of content that it's really cool to see because nobody plays the deck online, so it's hard to get mirror matches. Anyway, let's begin. So fortunately, we win the dice roll. This is going to be a 2 matches video. So we win the dice roll, we go first, and yeah, they are playing a 60 card variant, and they break horrible, horrible. I mean, going second, they have Imperm TTT. This could hit any engine, so it's not as bad. Depends on the top deck. But we have full combo. So we should be able to play through the Imperm. Apparently the guy knows us. We also know him. He appeared once or twice in the DB Grinders channel. Anyway, here we gotta think. There is an argument to summon Flint, use Flint this into Isolde add, and then Dolphin cast the Isolde add. So we don't waste any resource. And we have a 16 body to reap something bigger. But because they say hi, we kind of think that they were on a mirror match. I mean that they were an Infernoble. So they will probably have Flint or Renat, so it would make sense to use it here and rip one. Yeah, so that's what we do. Maybe they could also be playing Bell or D Crow, which is popular hand wraps in the format. So we do it, and we find out the hand, and it's pretty funny. So now everything we have to do is just wait a second. Is just to do the early Herald or early Fleur play and combo off. Yeah. So we usually don't do this. I mean, to have combo through imperm and a lot of extenders, so it's kind of hard to know what to do. But this is a guideline. So if you're in a mirror match and you see cross out, you know that your interruptions have to be from the extra deck. Because if I put gear free, they could just cross out gear free negate, so it's not gonna be useful. So this is just a big flint because of that. So probably the best play was to summon Gearfried and maybe not Renault, maybe just, I mean, could be Renault or could be Durendal into Oliver, and then summon, what's his name, Fleur, and then use this into Halki. But we decided to save time and go for the standard route because the hand was not great enough to beat the standard route. So we just go there, early Herald. And this is an easy way to use the extenders because we know what the board is gonna look like at the end. So we know these two just make Fleur at the end, at the top of everything. And yeah, the bad move could look useless, but you know what? It just turned Charles Pop into an Omni Negate. So instead of being a pop, it's a negate. Because it's another Herald. Yeah. So we just end phase here. And yeah, they are protected from imperm, so they can only trade imperm with Herald. So that means this could pop this and revive Herald. So let's see the top deck. Oh man, Gamma. So the only option for them is to use imperm that we somehow negate. And they could then chain Gamma, maybe we negate, then they could TTT and draw into something. But you know what? When we know there's TTT, and they want to use imperm, we just let the imperm go. It's okay. Because if we want this in graveyard, we just chain it to anything later on. And because it's negated, I mean, we can send this from field to graveyard for free at any point. So we don't have to chain it now. And we can still do the combo to Balmung revive it. So they scoop. Okay, in game 2. And let's see. We were really scared because, I mean, we saw TTT, we saw cross out. So we know they could have those cards again and combo off. We know Infernoble can FTK. So we put any hand trap even though it's not really impactful, the crowd. And we open 2. So at this point, I mean, we are thinking if we should use Nib like always, or the crown the death spot, or both. Because we saw cross out, the reasoning is use the crow first. So let's see if they use cold buy or cross out on the crow, and then we can Nibiru later on. Yeah, so that's what we are going to do. Also, because this is not too useful in hand, it's not even a tuner that we can normal summon. We already have connectors to normal. Yeah, then maybe if they wanna, if we combo, they could use this to revive and have another body if they know the trick. But now it's not a problem. They keep going, they think they can push through that without even using tactics, which is a mistake. They should have used it and look hand. But then we just chain Nib and wipe the board still. Then yeah, I mean they could shuffle connector, but then any top deck, even hand drop could be combo. So yeah, there is a lot of decision tree. They decided to wait. We just need now. And now they should, yeah, they decide to draw, which usually is not okay. It would be better to see and put back. But man, they are insane. Now they have 3 interruptions. So they feel safe. We just go off, they negate, we keep going. Here we could summon Renault to already have a tuner extender if we expect a second interruption. But we can have the luxury of not doing it, because then we can DDR summon this and summon this. They negate the ad. Then what was this? Oh yeah, the Oliver should have been vanished. I think that's what happened because of fossil. Yeah, now we go for a tuner extender. We get this in case they have like another hand of like the Crower Bell, but they had Baylor, man. So right now the game plan is using this into Halki. Why this and not? Why not clearing space? Why this? Because the token has 3k defense. So if we summon Halki and then Deathbot, then we could use these 2 into Unicorn and just use this to get this into hand. And then Uniform shuffle the token and then go into Auroradon. And if something happens, we can steal Auroradon Unicorn control and have this as follow-up. Then they Veiler, and we are like, okay, cool. We have still like a good amount of resources on board. So here, the thing is, if we Unicorn and not win, they are gonna chain this to the token. Then at the end phase they get Gearfried. We don't want them to get Gearfried. So if we cannot use Unicorn and then negate this somehow, we should just not out the token at all. So at the end, we add Blade, which was a misplay, should have living in graveyard, but didn't matter. We decided to not do anything. So now we want to survive. They draw bad, and they do this play. Wait a second. So they do this play, which is pretty brilliant. If we recap, this and token into this, crush it to get summon Renault. Renault grab fossil, revive Renault. So now they have Isolt access because remember this was dead. Yeah, they get follow up. Because they are playing 60 cards, they play Subdimensional. They use this, summon this. Now at this point we gotta use Halki because if not, they could go into Apalooza or into Herald, and any of those beats our follow-up. So yeah, we go into Roland here, and now they could go into Herald or Apalooza. They decide to just take apart our board and go into Unicorn access. which is not bad, but you know what? They are empty. They don't have anything, and they know we have DDR. So just DDR it should be enough to beat them. So let's see what do we draw. You know what? This is enough to win. They are not seeing this, but the draw doesn't matter. They know Blade and DDR, and we are only afraid of red layer, unknown. So yeah, we get the search of Roland, and this is enough to win. You will see how. First, we get protection from anything that is unknown. We use the blade. Again, this is a misplay because blade should have been in graveyard. So we can banish Isolde and summon Isolde here. But now we have to do extra steps. We get a new warrior, then we can normal or special. We get more fodder for the blade. Now we get Dolphin. Now we know this is 500 damage because we know Gearfried and Ogier, I believe. So yeah, they cannot. I mean, we could out any hand trap at this point. And oh yeah, there's a thing that we saw in the end phase when they trigger Roland. They first search connector, but we call them out that this adds Fire Warrior. Keep that in mind. So this is not as powerful as the extra deck Roland. So now this makes 500 damage. And like I show you, this didn't matter because then we just make Unicorn, shuffle this. Then this is 2-2. This is 35, 4K. And then this is 6-2, 6-7 of the 500 of Dolphin, the 300 of this. So yeah, we had game here with Unicorn and this equipped Unicorn in the damage step without ignoring the draw. So their play was not the best. So now, give me a second. Okay, so yeah, they're just showing the top deck. They want a rematch, and we said okay. We want the dice roll again. Usually I don't like to do rematch, but you know what? Mirror matches are always funny, always cool to do. We want the dice roll, and we have FTK here again. How do we FTK? Well, we use Dolphin and Ash as the tuner extender. So yeah, we are testing Fleuret. We get rid of the Renault. We just full combo here. Now the sad part is that it's hard to do an interruption with Fossil. I mean, we have a lot of things to do. We could do the normal 4 interruptions and then give it at 5th, but then Fossil cannot be a 6 interruption. So the best we can do right now is 5 interruptions and keep something in hand. So that's where we are going to do. This is pretty much standard until we summon Herald, I believe. You will see. I'm gonna be honest, it feels bad to lose an Ash, but we can utilize it in just one moment. Yeah, with Fossil, because now we make easy Fleur. Now this gets follow up. Well, the thing is, we don't have space. We could use this to summon Dolphin and rip this, but this is not impactful. We rather put Gearfried, and then DDR cannot do anything, so we just leave this. And this is enough. We negate. We should didn't. I mean, doesn't matter if we negate or not. They don't have enough to push through 4 interruptions. They eventually scoop. Okay, DB is lagging. Okay, I saw an effect veiler there. So now they go first. We have Nib again. And they don't have enough to push through Nib, I believe. They still go for Dolphin because they have a tuner extender. But when they see our hand, they decide to take out this because yeah, this is an important combo piece. But you know, we can play through having this on graveyard. There is a lot of ways. Right now, when we use Dolphin, we are pretty sure that we can win because we know this, And we know Dolphin could get rid of a low impact hand trap that they play. But yeah, we see Nib, and that's really bad. Fortunately for us, we know the combo line, so we can do a lot here. You will see. So right now we don't have Fluoret. Going second, we side it out. And what am I telling you this? Because we have to deal with two problems. First, the Nibiru, and second, having this in graveyard. You know how to deal with Nibiru, right? Yeah, Gearfried is the name of the game. The easiest way. And how to deal with this in graveyard? You will see in a moment. We go for Resolve, get follow-up. The thing is that right now we don't have everything figured out, but we should, because we have hand knowledge. And we should know that we cannot OTK. I mean, it depends where they need, but we are most likely not going to OTK. So we should just grab a better follow-up. Instead of Gemba, just having Connector. Small detail, not important. We mill for some Ogier, and now we don't have any access to equips, which is the sad part. If we had Fluoret here, maybe we could have OTK. Now we just go for Gearfried. Now Gearfried is act as a herald, because if he negates, he goes to graveyard, thanks to DDR. As you can see, he decided to nip there. He could have waited until we full combo, but I don't think it was gonna make much of a difference. I mean, because going second, we want to keep Gearfried here. So he probably knows that, and he didn't want us to put another equip on Gearfried. They are also confident because of Deathbot in Graveyard, but you will see, this is the play. We just summon a level 3 and a level 4 and go into Power Tool. Or maybe just summon Gemba and have Red Layer and still go into Power Tool. And usually Power Tool add an extender here, but not now. So what can we do? What's the next best play? Well, it's just 2 interruptions, which is Herald Fleur, which is not bad at all. And yeah, we mill one. This is the combo, so we don't have to rely on Power Tool now, because we already calculate and we cannot end the game right now. So the next best thing to do is follow up. We make damage. Yeah, we could have put Phoenix Blade here for more damage. This didn't matter. Now in the F phase, they trigger this. This means Gearfried, we have to negate it. So then we are gonna end on 1 interruption instead of 2? Nope. We still have 2 interruptions. Why? Because Fleur is awesome. Sometimes people say that it's not the same as Savage because Savage keeps the negates in both turns, but Fleur can replicate that. How? He just goes and summon Riser, and that's GG. Because as you can see, in the main phase 1, we negate something that they do, and then we just use this to summon Fleur again. So we had 2 interruptions for the 2 cards. And again, this could have been a connector, and we would have been in a better position, but it didn't matter. Yeah. Or maybe this could have been a Renot, because we didn't utilize Renot, now that I check. Yeah, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, which is really special to see Infernoble in action against Infernoble. Yeah, hope to see you in the next video. Then we just start to talk about the decks. I tried to convince him to play the 4 card version. Hopefully he does someday. I mean, this version is cool, but I think we don't need to play 60. Yeah, that's just my thought. See you in the next video. Bye.